Welcome everyone, and thank you for joining me today. In this presentation, we'll be exploring a significant development in international security, the end of Russia's INF treaty moratorium. On this first slide, we're introducing the topic with the title, Russia Ends INF Treaty Moratorium, and the subtitle, Self-Imposed Ban on Deploying Ground-Launched Intermediate-Range Missiles Terminated. We'll also briefly look at the origins and scope of the INF treaty, which was signed back in 1987 by Reagan and Gorbachev, and was effective from 1988 until it expired in 2019 after the U.S. formally withdrew. The treaty banned ground-based ballistic and cruise missiles with ranges between 500 and 5,500 kilometers, including their launchers. Over the course of this presentation, we'll delve into what this means for global security and the implications moving forward. On August 4, 2025, Russia's foreign ministry made a significant announcement. They officially declared that they no longer consider themselves bound by the previous moratorium restrictions. This marks a clear shift in their stance on missile limitations. The main reason cited for this change is the actions taken by the U.S. and NATO. Specifically, the deployment of ground-based INF-range missiles in Europe and the Asia-Pacific region played a major role. These deployments, according to Russia, have eroded the conditions that once justified their moratorium. This development is a crucial part of the overall theme today, how global security dynamics are evolving, and how these shifts impact strategic stability between major powers. Russia's justifications and messaging is the focus here. So, let's break down what Moscow is emphasizing. The Foreign Ministry has pointed out that Western military deployments near Russia's borders are seen as a strategic threat. They argue that NATO has ignored Russia's calls for reciprocity, meaning Russia feels it hasn't been given equivalent security measures or assurances in return. This is part of their broader narrative that Western actions are provocative and destabilizing. Moving on, Dmitry Medvedev, who's a former president and now deputy chair of the Security Council, has also voiced strong opinions. He blames NATO's anti-Russian policy for escalating tensions and warns that Russia should expect further steps or actions in response. Overall, these points highlight how Russia justifies its own military and strategic decisions by framing Western NATO activities as threatening and unreciprocated. It's a way of framing the conflict as a defensive stance and setting the stage for possible future moves. This messaging connects directly to the overall theme of Russia's narrative strategy, defending its security interests while criticizing Western policies. Let's take a closer look at the strategic and risks analysis. According to geopolitical analysts, Russia's recent moves can be seen as part of a broader strategy of escalation for leverage. Essentially, they are deploying missiles not just for military purposes, but to influence the strategic narrative and put pressure on their adversaries. This is a calculated effort to shape the geopolitical landscape in their favor. Additionally, we're seeing a resurgence of advanced systems like Russia's hypersonic Orshnik and the SSC-8 missile. The reintroduction and normalization of deploying INF-range missiles with nuclear capabilities signals a shift in how these weapons are viewed and used. It suggests that such missile deployment is becoming more accepted and integrated into Russia's strategic posture. Now, on a global scale, these developments increase risks significantly. When missile capabilities are enhanced or normalized, transparency decreases, meaning it's harder for other countries to fully understand or predict intentions. This reduction in clarity shortens decision-making windows and raises the risk of miscalculations among nuclear powers, which could have serious consequences. Overall, these trends underscore the importance of monitoring these developments closely, as they have the potential to impact global stability and security in profound ways. So, to sum up, this table highlights the key takeaways from the recent developments regarding missile agreements. First, the event itself. Russia has officially ended its moratorium on INF-range missile deployments. This decision was announced between August 4 and 5, 2025. The main reason behind this move is that Western deployments of INF-range missiles are perceived by Russia as a threat to their security, prompting them to respond accordingly. Notably, several key officials have been involved in this process, including representatives from Russia's foreign ministry, Sergei Ryabkov, and even Dmitry Medvedev, indicating the high-level importance of this decision. The potential risks associated with this shift are significant. It could lead to a renewed nuclear escalation and potentially spark an arms race, which is a concerning prospect for global stability. Looking ahead, the future of arms control in this context largely hinges on whether the existing New START treaty is extended or replaced. Its fate will be crucial in shaping the trajectory of US-Russian strategic stability moving forward. Overall, this development underscores how delicate the balance is in international arms agreements and how quickly these dynamics can change, affecting global security.